If you're looking for a complete routine specifically for football players, soccer players, then stay for this video because I'm gonna show you my lower body workout in the gym so that you can get better, stronger and faster in your soccer games. Welcome to the video. Hey familia, welcome back here to Tony Show Me. My name is Tony and as I said, I'm showing you today my lower body gym routine specific for football players, soccer players, so that you implement it as well. This is gonna help you to get stronger, faster and with more explosivity in your soccer games. But yeah, before we start with the video, I'm just gonna ask you if you find value in this content, make sure to subscribe, like and share with teammates, friends, so that this community of Tony Show Me can keep growing. But let's just go straight to the gym routine. Alright, so we're gonna start warming up in the static bicycle for 10 minutes. Why do I like this as a warm-up? Simply because it's a low impact on the joints exercise, which is gonna help us to avoid injuries on the knees and also on the ankles, and also because it's gonna allow us to start getting blood flow on the muscles before the workout. Alright guys, so let's start with the first exercise of this lower body workout specifically for soccer players, for football players. The first thing we're gonna do is barbell squats. We're gonna do 5 sets of 10 repetitions with 1 minute rest in between each of the sets. Now key points here is to keep your feet a little bit wider than your shoulders, keep a straight line in your back and push your glutes to the back. Very important to not curve your lower back at any moment to avoid injuries. Also keep your knees behind your toes so that all the stress goes to the muscles and not to the knees. Now what muscle groups are we focusing on with this exercise? We're working on the quadriceps, the hamstrings and the glutes. Again, we're gonna do 5 sets of 10 repetitions with 1 minute rest in between sets. Alright, so next exercise is gonna be the Romanian deadlift. As you can see, we're gonna do also 5 sets of 10 repetitions and we're gonna work the hamstrings and the glutes. Key points here again is to keep your back in a straight line all the time. You don't want to get injured. Also keep your knees lightly flexed. Why? Because you don't want to put the tension on the knees. You want to put it on the actual muscles that we want to work. Another very important point here guys is that even though you have the weight in your hands, you want to do the exercise with your legs, with your hamstrings and your glutes. So imagine that you want to push your butt from the back to the front and your arms simply just carry the weight or hold it for you while you do the movement. Alright guys, so next exercise, now we're gonna do the calves. As you see, if you don't have a calf machine, you can just sit on a box, put a plate under your toes and then just put weight on your knees so that you focus on this muscle. Again, we're gonna do 5 sets of 15 repetitions here with 1 minute rest in between. But why is it important to work out the calves? Basically because they help you translate all that force that you have on your legs onto your calves, which is gonna help you to explosiveness in jumps and in sprints. Alright guys, so next exercise we're gonna do some box jumps. Now this is more specific for an athlete, specifically also for soccer, because with this of course we're gonna improve our speed, our strength, our explosiveness and of course your jump, for example when you wanna do a header in your games. Now important part here is to use your arms to jump. Just again, like if you were imagining like you're gonna do a header already, it's okay to bend your legs when you jump. However, as you progress, try to keep your legs as straight as possible. Another point is if you feel this is very simple for you or not challenging enough, do as I am doing right here. Add some ankle weights on your ankles so that this represents more challenge for you, which is gonna translate on the field. Alright guys, so next exercise, now we're gonna focus on the core, on the abs. With the abs wheel rollout. As you see, we're gonna do 3 sets of 15 reps with 45 seconds in between each of the sets. Now very important here is to shrink your torso and also you want to pull with your abs, not with your arms. Even though you have the roll in your arms, you want to do like if you were getting yourself like in a fetal position where you pull with your abs. Of course, why? Because this is going to help you improve your abs, which is the focus of this exercise. Also, if you don't shrink your abs and you don't shrink your lower back too, you're going to hurt yourself because you're going to put all the tension on your back and you're definitely gonna feel it on your soccer games. Alright guys, so now we're gonna end with some interval sprints. We're basically gonna be running 20 seconds and then we're gonna rest for 40 seconds. Now why do I like this instead of the regular jogging on the treadmill? Because for me this is more soccer or football specific. Because on a game you're barely gonna be just at the same pace for 90 minutes, but you're gonna be walking, then you're gonna jog, then you're gonna run, and then you're gonna go back to walk. So it's very interval as I'm showing you in this exercise. Now, I try to incline the treadmill and also go as fast as I can so that this represents more challenge. So that when you go back to your game and to the pitch, of course the pitch is in a flat position, it's gonna help you be faster, feel more confident and with more strength and explosiveness. Now the goal here is of course to keep improving every single session with the speed and more inclination on the treadmill so that it represents more challenge. Now there's a difference of how many sets I do on my workout. It depends if I do it at the beginning or if I do it at the end. If I do it at the beginning when I'm still fresh after a good warm-up, I'm gonna do about 10 to 15 sprints, again with 20 seconds of sprint and 40 seconds of rest. However, if I'm doing it at the end of my session, I'm already tired, I'm just gonna do 5 to 7 sprints with the same seconds of running and the same seconds of resting, because I don't wanna injure myself since I already have a good load on my muscles. As you just saw in this routine, it's a very complete routine and specific for footballers, but it's also very basic. We're just hitting squats, deadlifts, box jumps and even some sprints that are gonna help you in the pitch to improve your fitness and to be stronger and also avoid injuries. Why? Because the squats and the deadlifts are helping you to develop strength in your quadriceps, hamstrings and glutes, which is probably the most used muscles for a soccer player, along with the core. So by strengthening these areas, you're gonna become stronger, of course, faster and with more explosivity, which the box jumps gives to you. Because of course, while jumping, you need to generate power and strength and explosivity and also balance in your core when you land on the box, which is gonna be useful in the soccer games when you jump for a header or when you just want to start sprinting. Also the calf exercise are gonna help you with that because they give you balance and power to start sprinting. Also, why don't we just do some jogging on the treadmill? Well, because as a soccer player, we're barely gonna be just jogging at the same pace for 90 minutes. We are walking sometimes we're jogging, and then all of a sudden we start sprinting and then go back to walking. That's why these interval sprints are very helpful, because your heart and your muscles get used to these bursts of speed and then chill and start walking. Okay guys, so as you saw, very basic routine but very complete for soccer players, so there's no excuse to not focus on your fitness and your lower body for your soccer games. So there you have it guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, click the thumbs up, subscribe and share it with your friends, teammates, so that this community keep growing. And if you like this kind of content, like a gym routine where I show you what I do specifically for football, or maybe just for fitness, or maybe just in other areas, let me know in the comments so I can start doing those kind of videos as well. Thank you for watching and I will see you next time.